Okay, so this time we'll look at truth tables with multiple outputs. So this is the next section in your booklet, pages 14 to 16. So the truth tables for these do look a bit more complicated than the last one we did. However, what you've got to do is you've got to think about this as being really three different truth tables. So we've got one truth table that explains how we get the red light on the traffic light to work. We have got one column that tells us how we get the yellow light to work, and a third column to tell us how the green light is going to work. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to work out how we get the red, the yellow and the green based on the input. So if we look at the red one to start with, there are a series of steps that you follow to work these out. So the first thing you've got to do is you look at your column. So we're looking at the red column to start with. Okay, so this one. So we've got 1, 1, 0, 0. So the first thing you say to yourself is that column the same as any of the input columns? So whenever you look at it going 1, 1, 0, 0, you can see that it's not the same as any of the input columns. The next question you ask yourself is it the opposite of any of the input columns? So whenever you look at it, we've got 1, 1, 0, 0, which is actually the opposite of the B input, which goes 0, 0, 1, 1. So therefore what we can say is that red is the same as not B. So we'll write that down. So red is not B. Now we're going to look at the next column. So we're now going to look at the yellow column. I'm going to work out what it is. Okay, so once again then we start at the beginning of our set of questions. First of all, is the yellow column 0, 1, 0, 1 the same as any of the input columns? And when we look at the two input columns, we can see that yellow and A are identical. Reading from the top, they both go 0, 1, 0, 1. So that means we can say that yellow is A. And then finally we've got our last column here, which is green. So we're going to have to work it out. So we'll go through this set of questions again. So we'll start with, is the green column the same as any of the inputs? And the answer is no. Is the green column the opposite of any of the inputs? And again we've got a no. So then we're moving on to the next question that we haven't used before, and that is the green column does the green column look like any of the outputs we usually have from the truth tables? So 0, 0, 1, 0 is not a common column that we usually have on the output of a truth table, so that's not any good either. So what we've got to do now is we've actually got to use the method we used previously, and we've got to work out what combination of A and B is going to give us green. So whenever we look at the green column, we can see there's only one time when we've got a logic 1, and that's whenever we have B being logic 1 and A being logic 0. So that tells us that green is B and not A. Okay, so we've now got our three expressions for red, yellow and green, and now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the logic diagram. So once again we start with our two inputs at the left hand side. So we've got our two inputs are A and B, and we put our three outputs at the right hand side. So we've got red, we've got yellow and we've got green. So looking at our expressions, first of all we know that red is not B. So we're starting with B and we've got to invert it, so we're putting it through a NOT gate. So there's our NOT gate, and then that connects to red. So red is not B. Yellow is A, so we don't need any logic gate this time. So we simply connect A to yellow. And then green is B and not A. So first of all we've got to get not A, so let's just come off here and put in a NOT gate. So at that point there we've got not A. So let's just jump that over there. And then green is B and not A, so we need an input from B. We need an AND gate, and then that connects to green. So just then to recap, we've got red is not B. So here's B, we go through the inverter, so we've got not B here, and that connects to red. We've got yellow as A, so we're simply taking a line from input A across to yellow, and green is B and not A. So we've got an input going into our AND gate from B and another input going into our AND gate from not A, and that then connects to green.